Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Very Sky Release. A lot of you have messaged me saying, can you do the long version for my inner circle and the short version for everyone else? Well, short version is this. First of all, welcome. Let's get down to it, shall we? Okay, so, first of all, Moderator Higgins emailed me. He was like, 8.7% isn't enough. Well, let me explain the cost of living discussion tonight, okay? This is going to be fast, quick, and efficient. You see, current foods around the country is up 17%. That's not including your meats, okay? Your meats are between 14 and 20%. I looked it up tonight. And that is... And that is for chicken, beef, and pork and lamb. Okay? So your meat's up there in price. Allergies are kicking my butts again for fall allergies. So what happened was, thank you for waiting, was the fact that cost of living is 8.7% in January. Fortunately, that's not going to be enough money for anyone to make a living. Or who's not make a living, survives, what I should say. Due to the fact that 8.7% is not nearly enough. You could say, well, how come, Airy Sky? Simple, because once they give the January report, your electric bill could basically be, they could raise it. See, for example, I bring in 121 additional a month. They say the average is 146, okay? And then higher. Unfortunately, the problem is, and I want to get this done as quickly as possible, so let me explain it. Chloe brings in 87, and Higgins, my moderator, will bring in 73 with SSI, okay? And Chloe's is 87 for SSDI. Now, we're not going to compare apples with oranges here, but the point I'm going to make is this. If you have an electric bill, the electric bill will be approximately more money. So while you think you're paying a deal on electric, you're not. You're literally paying less for your, paying more for your electric. I mean, due to the fact that the $120 could go, they could raise it $60 or more for your electric bill. Not to mention they could sit there and say, hey, look, Joe, the internet, if you don't have free internet, they're going to cut off people by December, so everyone's going to be paying full price for internet again, unless the government updates a new program for it, because anyone on food stamps can clearly, or SSDA or whatever, DI will get, money, right? So what happens? Well, they could cut that out. So then you're paying more for your internet. So you're paying more for your internet, more for your that. And then on top of all this, let's just say utilities in general, they could turn around and say, hey, guess what? We're going to charge this crap out of you for, you ready for this? Your complete free phone service. Yeah. So while you're standing around enjoying your phone, that you get free phone service, they might just say, oh, you don't qualify, so you got to pay full price. Or they'll just raise everyone's phone rates. Cell phones, internet, electric rates, anything that's utility-based, water, garbage, sewer. Well, they can sit there and say, look, Bob, this person here is getting $1,200 or $1,500 or $1,600 a year more. Let's just raise the property taxes so we get to charge half of it for that. And they could do that. So basically, when you sit there and you see your utilities, your taxes, everything else will go through the roof, right? But that isn't the real problem. The last part is, while they raise it January, all the stuff they're raising, have you ever thought that they'll turn around and say, oh, well, you might be a year older and you got more money, but we're reassessing your auto insurance, your housing insurance, your renters, and everything like that. Next thing you know, then what? Then what? See where I'm going with this? So they just raised all your bills basically because they can. And that's not including, but not limited to the other problems. See, the non-essential items, they're not going to raise. They're not going to sit there and be like, look, Joe, we're going to charge $200 more for a PlayStation per year because we can, buy a system, right? PlayStation 5. What they're going to do is turn around. I love all of you, by the way. And they're going to smoke you all by turning around and raising your essential items. Say you go to the store and you're like, oh, we already need laundry detergent. And then they say, oh, look, this guy's bringing in $1,600 a month. Let's just add an extra $150 a year. Or no, $1,600 a year, sorry. Let's just say average $1,200 to $1,600, right, minimum. Some people, it's $200. So, for example, it could be $2,400 jointly with two disabled people, right? For example, they can sit there. You'd be like, essentials. Oh, you need Ziploc bags. Instead of $5.99, we're going to charge you $7.99. Or right before Christmas, they'll be like, oh, you had $7.99, we're going to charge it $9.99. So they're going to start picking off your cost of living increase. And then what happens? Then they go to the essential soups, foods, whatever. Next thing you know, you're going to look at it, right? Pay attention because this is big. And the elderly groups that are on SSI, SSDI, retirement survivors, that helps. They're going to sit there and be like, look, we can't even make a living. No living. No living. Can't make a living. Can't make a living. Can't live a living. Can't do anything. Why? Because the government is literally letting these people rob you blind. Eventually, there's nothing to rob. You see where I'm going with it? Or not the government, but the companies. I'm not basically bad-mouthing the governments at all. Except I don't trust either party, Republican or Democrat. But the truth of the matter is, look at it from my perspective. They're going to raise your foods. They're going to raise everything they can that you use that is, in their opinion, essential. You'll go to the store and be like, yeah, I want hamburgers. Next thing you know, it'll be like 10 patties. $25. You do know I just bought 10 patties. It was $16 for 10 patties. 10 patties. I bought something like this. 10 patties, 10 Angus patties. These are quarter pounders, so this is 2.5 pound hamburger. You know what really pisses me off about my hamburgers? Someone ate 4 patties, used 2 avocados, a whole bunch of bacon, all on my dime. That really pisses me off. But truth of the matter is, I will deal with it my own way with the help of my moderators. Because frankly, they can't keep stealing from me. But if people are this low, borderlines, bipolar, can't manage their money, then someone has to manage it for them. Because frankly, I manage mine just fine. But I'm slowly cutting back on services for streaming services due to the fact that I'm not going to support everyone. And 2 is, the fact is, we have to cut corners because 2023 is going to be still a bad year. 2023 is going to be a bad year. People don't realize 2023 is going to be so bad. Meat shortages, civil war, possibly, national war, everything. So, anywho. Point being, just think before you act. Oh, and they ate most of the bacon. So, that tells you right there what you need to know. I only had like 3 pieces for my burger. They ate a whole 2 pounds. I'm always wondering if they're going to end up dead one day with too much grease in their damn belly. Anyways. So, how can I say it? Basically, when it comes to cost of living, you have to basically make cuts. And if you're not willing to make cuts, then honestly, 8.7% ain't going to make it last. Higgins was right. I mean, literally, if food costs are up to 13+%. And 13% is nothing. 13% in the morning. And, 13% last 12 plus months, right? In a lot of places, 17 to 20%. And the Federal Reserve wants to raise the interest rates again. So you can borrow less, but at the same time, you can, to slow inflation down. Inflation's not slowing down, plain and simple. And this is where I have a feeling in 2023 we're going to be in a massive hyperinflation. Yeah, where it's out of control. And that's only because, we aren't getting enough, bringing it down fast enough. It's rising. I mean, literally. Eventually, people are going to start to sell off what they don't want to sell to get food because it's going to be too high, And that's, something you got to look for. I mean, right now, they say by January 2023, they're looking at least 200,000 people fired until they can stabilize the market because too many people are not working and too many people that are working need to lower their jobs. So if they're going to sit there, they're going to try to raise the unemployment, raise unemployment rates to cover their inflation because, they have to do something. Unfortunately, it's not fair to people that are working. Because what if people that are working, like Amazon, people get canned. Next, Amazon doesn't have enough workers to send the food. But they're still taking food stamps on the note, we got an 8-month backlog. If you want, and people are going to start canceling, and then Amazon's going to collapse, and people are going to go to the stores and try to do their best with what the stores have. I mean, literally, you're going to see a lot happen in 2023 to the point that I don't know what to tell you, but it's going to be bad. It's going to be the point where the American people this is why I keep telling you guys to prep. The cost of living isn't amounting to anything, plain and simple. And because of it, you guys need to realize that the American people are going to suffer. 60 or 75 million people, retirement survivors, SSI and SSDI, are going to suffer. Some of them you could say, it doesn't deserve to be on it. Some say they do. Fortunately, the problem is again, it's the cost of living. It's not going to make it. If you were saying that you need $186 a month for these people to survive in their comfort zone, and yet some people like Moderator Higgins is getting $73, and Chloe's getting $87, and I'm getting $121 a month, where's the justice in the extra money? What do they do? Oh, well, we have to increase it to 16% highest living increase in 1982. Since 1982. Why? Well, let's just say because highest cost of living ain't handling. But let's just say they raise it 16%, right? 17%. What if inflation by then is 34+% across the board? Then, by the time, let's just play it here, by the time 2024 comes, right before midterms and the full election, let's just say they turn around and say, oh, inflation's still running rampant. We have to give, instead of 17%, 35% increase in cost of living adjustment. That means it's crippling Social Security, but at the same time, then they're carrying, let's just say, 75% inflation. And as long as the hyperinflation gets higher and higher and higher, they're going to have to keep giving more higher living cost of living. The 8.7% cost of living ain't going to take care of anyone. I mean, literally. And that is why I keep telling you, look at the groceries, for example. The last on the list, in January, when everyone gets paid January 3rd, they're going to basically make it so groceries are going to be more money. More money. Think about it. Your internet, your phone, your cell phone, your streaming services, your medical bills, your house taxes, your everything is going to go up, not down, including food. And when that happens, guess what? You all get to see no more money. You guys are going to think you're going to get ahead. And by the end of the year in January or December 2023, you're going to realize it didn't work. I mean, literally, they were figuring 13% cost limit. They wanted to cut it down, thinking that people could survive this. Survive what? Think about it. They're trying to force the elderly, the disabled that drive to get rid of their cars. I'm sorry, Higgins, your car is 15 years old. You can't drive it because it's too old. Well, I don't need a car. You can go live in a group home. And they say, I'm being funny here. That's what they'll say. And they'll have a bus take you around. You know, Higgins, I hope he'd fight tooth and nail on that one. But the joke is, that they're trying to make it so people like Higgins, people like elderly can't drive, won't drive, forced out to drive. Look at my grandmother. It costs her so much money to live at her daughter's house. It costs her more money just to fill her gas tank up. I mean, inflation's getting to a point of no return. Will democracy fail? I don't know. But we wait and see. But there's a lot of things going on. Look at Higgins today. Boots on the ground for Higgins. He spent $11 for a can of coffee. Coffee's going up. I said $16 because Chloe had them grind it up without asking me. Again, foolish girl basically did something I didn't tell her to do. So, the bottom line, think about it. Is inflation going up? Yes. Is food going up? Definitely. I mean, look at this. Let me just tell you, the only reason why I got sausage links, they were $3.50 a package. I don't eat sausage links that often. $3, so $7 for 2 packages, right? Let's see. Yeah, 2 for $7. Milk, $6 a gallon. Chloe's avocado, $6 for 3. Tim's chips, $5 right there. My order, well, I had Tim's too, I think. Yeah, Tim's right there, see? Here it goes. Hamburger bun, $6. Cheddar cheese, $5. Thousand Island dressing, $5. Potato chips, $5. Peanut butter cups, $3. Reese's peanut butter cups. Hershey's Reese's peanut butter cup, $3. Big cup, $3. Reese's. Dave's Devil Spit barbecue sauce, $5. $3.50 for Johnsonville, Vermont, and regular breakfast sausages. $16 for the Butcher's Choice Angus beef burgers. Those things were huge. They were like this, man. They were delicious, though. Onion, red, $1.50. Sliced creminis, $4. What's that tell you? Tells you the price of food's gone up. Just to have burgers tonight, since she stole some of my burger meat, was approximately $60. So, that's just to go to the store for hamburgers. Now, if you basically ate 2 burgers a day, you can make 5 dinners out of this package, not including the hamburger buns, which, I don't know where my buns went. Yeah, I bet you the son of a bitch took those 2. Always taking something. Oh, up here. So, as you can see, 4 buns left. So that means 4 burgers for me. Yeah, so. Then you got to count the cheese, since then you have Tillamook available. You have to count how many pieces of cheese. This time I wanted. See, Chloe loaded the cheese up the last time. See, the cheese is 10 slices, right? So she used 4 slices, 2 slices per burger. I would have went with 1. That would have made me 10 burgers easy. So, do the math. If you do the math, hold on a second. Damn fucking person and her fucking bugs. Okay. Alright, so, let me put it this way. Cost of living, right? People are going to start to basically close up. Cancel services and cancel and cut back. People say to me all the time, Rita, how do we cut back? Well, I'll do a video soon about that, okay? But the bottom line is utilize what you have. If you have YouTube, start using it as an entertainment platform. Otherwise, you know, use YouTube for a lot of things. You can use YouTube and other channels for your Tubi, Tumblr, or Tubi, Roku. I mean, for $30 one-time payment or so, with shipping, you can get Roku Express. They can stream everything you need on your TV. Tubi, free. Peacock, free with commercials. Freevee, free with commercials. Roku TV, free. That's 4 streaming services where you can find probably good month's worth of stuff for $30 just for one device. Yeah. So, what do you guys say? What do you guys understand? There's ways to save, cut costs, cut cords. You don't have to spend $70 for YouTube TV. You can do something else. I mean, literally, cost of living is going to kill a lot of people financially. It's time to think for the future. Think outside the box. So, that's all I can say. So, with a heavy heart and with a heavy love for you all, just think about what I said. Cost of living doesn't mean anything when everything goes up next year anyways, because as soon as everyone gets that cost of living, it was 13%, they would have raised it 26%. Think of it this way. Most of the food and most of the groceries and everything that's essential is about 17% higher. Average. Now think about this. 70%. You just got a raise of 8.7 for January. That's half of 17%. Half. Literally, say it's 17.5%, 17.6%. Just cut it in half, and that's what you get, 8.7%. See? They're cutting in half. So if the inflation was, say, 32%, you'd get 16% cost of living increase. Say they just leave it at 50% and go from there. So that said, everyone, think about it. The elderly, they think they're a burden. So if the family helps take care of them, that's fine. If family doesn't, oh well, they don't care. Main thing they care about is other things. They want to destroy Social Security by emptying it. The faster they raise the cost of living, the higher. And not to mention, you know, like I said, all your utilities, your taxes, your card taxes, gasoline, everything's going to go up in January. They're going to raise it so high. There might be a deal on used cars soon. Think about it. Elderly will be moving into the city or trying to find subsidized housing so they can move somewhere where they could be on a bus line to get around because they don't want to pay the pricing of gas. And families are going to see that when they basically cut out the cars and the insurance, they're going to barely make it. Because then the other things are going to happen, like I said. Think about it. Insurance for your medicine goes up. Your medication prescription, your Medicare Part C plan, your prescription D plan, whatever, they're going to raise everything. They can't be like, we're going to take your money. You're not going to live. You're going to survive barely until you're dead, old man. Old lady Betty. And that's the truth of living in a disabled community. They don't care. They don't care. And that's the truth, everyone. So, with that said, everyone, just think about it. I'm logging off. So, when cost of living comes into effect January, I'd like to hear between February and June, I told you so, you told me so type scenario if it comes down that pipe. Because frankly, cost of living doesn't mean diddly crap when it doesn't mean much. Higgins, he's already complaining. Oh, I can't get $73 more than you get. Take that 73 and add it towards your tax bill. I mean, literally, $73 a month. Chloe gets 87 and I get 121. But that tells you right there what you need to know. That said, everyone, think about it. If you have any questions, concerns, let me know. In the meantime, enjoy your night. This is your early morning edition. Thanks for watching. Just think about what I said. The cost of living, it ain't going to mean diddly crap to Social Security recipients, Social Security survivor recipients, SSI recipients, or Social Security disability insurance recipients. Thank you. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe buttons. Hold some fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. Hit the bell notification, hit the thumbs up button, and hit the subscribe button. And leave the comments nice is all we ask. Thank you, and God bless you in everything you do. Aries Sky, Rita Lee, out.